Today I am making Avgolemono soup. This soup is creamy and comforting, but also full of bright citrusy flavor, so it is the perfect dish to take us from winter into spring. I have 2 chicken breasts here, and I'm going to start by cutting them into smaller pieces. I'll start by running my knife horizontally along the chicken. This does not need to be perfect. So I just get 2 thinner pieces here. I'm going to cut these pieces in half one more time that are a bit larger. That way all of the pieces take about the same amount of time to cook. Now that I have my chicken sliced, I'm going to season it. So I'm going to start by adding some freshly cracked pepper and some salt. I'm also going to season these with some za'atar. Lastly, I'm going to give these a good drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Now normally I would do this step first and then add the seasonings on, but I just forgot. It's no problem, you can just add the olive oil after. Now that the chicken is prepped, I'm going to put it in the oven to roast until it's fully cooked, about 18 to 20 minutes. Now that the chicken is roasting in the oven, I'm going to start preparing all of my vegetables. Avgolemono soup is very special to me because when I was a kid, my mom used to make it for me all the time. Step that I'm going to do for prep is I'm going to juice a lemon. And now that all of our prep is done, we can head over to the stove.
One of the best parts of this recipe is that we will be tempering in an egg into the broth at the very end. This is what gives the broth that beautiful, silky, creamy consistency. Now the chicken is out of the oven and resting. Let these vegetables cook in the extra virgin olive oil on medium to medium high heat until the carrots start to get tender and the onions are beautiful and caramelized. Avgolemono soup is often made with orzo or with rice. I've also made it with tiny little star-shaped pasta. Inspired to make it with barley after seeing a lemon soup in a Martha Stewart magazine, and I thought that could be the perfect addition to Avgolemono soup. I'm gonna add about half a cup of barley.
Also going to add about a 1/4 cup of lemon juice to this.
Once the broth was brought to a boil, I added a bit of salt, stirred it, gave it a minute to absorb, and then tasted it. It needed a little bit more salt, so I added some more. You can always add more, but you cannot take salt away. You'll know you've added enough salt when the saltiness complements the acidity and does not yet overpower it. While my soup is continuing to boil, I'll show you how I prep the chicken. I'm holding the chicken with a fork, and I'm running my knife through it. You can see it's still nice and juicy. After bringing the soup to a boil, I reduced the heat slightly and let it cook for about 20 to 23 minutes. I'm gonna show you how I do this. This is both really fun and perhaps one of the more intimidating elements of this recipe. So I wanna show you how I do it. I've cracked 1 egg into a heat-proof vessel. It's very important that it's heat-proof because we're gonna be spooning the hot liquid into it and we don't want it to shatter. I'm gonna whisk this up really well, ideally until it's a little bit frothy at the top. The key to tempering an egg is to do it more slowly than you think you need to. It's very important to do this slowly because if you go too quick, the heat from the liquid will scramble the egg. Egg mixture is hot, I'm going to reintroduce it to the original broth while stirring.
We now have this beautiful silky broth. The egg has incorporated fully into the liquid. We don't have any chunks. It's just creamy, comforting, and delicious.
This is so comforting. It's loaded with protein. The barley gives it such a beautiful texture. It's just a little bit chewy. Tastes like my childhood and springtime. I'm gonna go finish this now. Thanks for cooking with me.